I just can't imagine the Democrat Party nominating a candidate for the presidency of Mexico or Canada or Germany or France, the Prime Minister of France. Who, as a good Democrat, who would you like to see nominated by the Democrat Party as the candidate for Prime Minister of France? That's not done normally. Not where I come from. But the communists, the worldwide socialists, feel they have every right to inject themselves into whatever country's politics they choose. My fellow Democrats, enough is enough. The people are demanding change. Therefore, I proudly announced the candidacy of Elmer Fudd as the new president of Czechoslovakia. And now we can play the tape of the applause, the screaming. But if you heard such a speech, I'm trying to aid your imagination. If you heard a speech of someone in the Democratic Party, the Democrat Party, nominating a political candidate for Czechoslovakia or Great Britain or Germany or Canada, wouldn't that strike you as odd? If the Republican Party nominated the president of Mexico, doesn't that sound odd to you? I mean, doesn't that strike you as odd? Hello? You know, my little brain is blown because I've realized just, I guess today, yesterday, I'm beginning to realize that there really does exist a political party, a third party, that is distinctly different from the two major American political parties that most Americans, especially of my generation, have become accustomed to. A third party that is very different from anything. It's a paradigm shift. It's a mind-blowing realization. Duh. You know, I'm 54. Having grown up in the United States, I remember hearing as a child or as a young person nominating speeches vaguely, you know, not paying attention to them, but I must admit that somehow I heard parts of speeches on the radio or something of the Democratic Party nominating a candidate for the presidency. And I always thought that American political parties competed for votes among Americans to elect for Americans a president of the United States. It just blows my mind that there would be a party that is not American, a party that is not American, that would seek to influence American politics. That just blows my mind. It blows my mind that they could sneak under the radar and become accepted, at least to some people in this country. That there are some people that are just oblivious that a third party that is not American would enter our political process and seek to influence. Now, they don't. They nominate a president for the United States, the Green Party, the worldwide Green Party, and a vice president. They have far less than 5% of the vote. Whew, that's good to know. They're very loud but very small. Very small. They're the. If ever there was a mouse that roared, it's the Green Party. The mouse that roared. If ever there was a mouse that roared. But the Green Party is just one party among a coalition of worldwide political activists. Worldwide political activists who seek to influence American politics. You would think that we would bar the door to outside influence, because there's no way that Venezuela or Saudi Arabia or Japan or Canada could truly have the best interests in mind of America. So we would not allow them to interfere. We would ignore and reject their input if we knew the source of that input. We wouldn't allow Vladimir Putin to influence our politics, would we? We wouldn't allow the former KGB. We wouldn't allow the Green Party of Germany to interfere with our political process, would we? Not knowingly, would we? That's unthinkable, because the Green Party, the Green Party in Germany or the Green Party in Australia does not represent me. These people don't represent you. They don't represent us. They represent them.